Hey, it's Jordan with Status Coup. We're in front of the Hilton in Westlake, Ohio, and oh boy, I'll say. So this was an event for J.D. Vance, Ohio Senate candidate, author of Hillbilly Elegy. Senator Josh Hawley spoke for him.
But I tell you what, the thing that gets me as a father, and that I think in many ways really crystallizes the difference between the parties and tells you the significance of this moment, comes to what they're teaching our kids. You know, they want to teach our kids in schools that this country is systemically evil, systemically racist, that our history is something we should be ashamed of. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not ashamed of being American. I'm not ashamed of our history. I'm not ashamed of our past.
And I spoke with some folks after who, you know, one was undecided. Most of them were for J.D. Vance. I don't want to go full-scale racist, but just folks really yearning for the good old days of like the 1950s and 60s. Obviously, J.D. had a commercial a few weeks ago. It opened, you know, are you racist? Do you hate Mexicans? The media didn't like that commercial.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? The media calls us racist for wanting to build Trump's wall. They censor us, but it doesn't change the truth. Joe Biden's open border is killing Ohioans.
What do you think? Because obviously a lot of Trump supporters have been painted that way, and JD's commercial addressed that.
I don't care if the media likes something or not, because the media, they're no longer journalists. They're activists. They have an agenda. I don't think racism makes any difference. If the media is offended, so be it. I mean, who could trust the media? They've sunk to such low levels that it's pointless. It's pointless. They're just another arm. I have no problem with liberals. At least they were for free speech. We don't see liberals anymore. It's 8 to 12% of the Democrat Party that are far left Marxists, and it's the rest of the party that refuses to call them out because they have no spine.
J.D. Vance's commercial opened a few weeks ago with, are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? Essentially going after the media for painting Trump supporters.
They do that, but as a Christian, we can't take everybody in, okay? I realize that. But, we're Christian, you feel bad for them, but, you can't take them all in. I mean, that's reality. We're not unlimited wealth. Right. And so I appreciate what he's talking about. We're not racist. We're people who are morally right, and we believe that God brought us here to help people, but we can't take everybody in. That's just why we have laws for that, and that's reality. So
let me ask you, who is talking, whether it's Democrats or Republicans, who's talking about the economic issues the most? Because obviously Governor DeSantis, others have been focused a little bit more on some of these cultural issues, schools, things like that.
Because I'm a balanced budget person, and nobody's really talking about that. Even Trump didn't do that. His budget was going nuts. He was hoping with the economy going nuts, that we'd be able to balance the budget. But we aren't there. We're so far away from it right now. Biden is way over here, where he spends way much more than we'll ever earn. And so it's a very concerning thing right now to spend a lot more than you budget. We budget our money, so you balance a budget. And we're not doing that right now, and it's a concern. That's why we got inflation. You're taking a lot more money than we're getting, So that's a big deal.
Obviously, J.D. spoke, Senator Hawley. What made you want to support J.D.?
He's the toughest on the border. That's the issue that really bothers me the most, the illegal immigrants coming over here.
And has that affected Ohio a lot? Because obviously there's been a lot of jobs sent elsewhere.
I'm sure that it has, with the drugs and everything, And I don't want them living in my neighborhood. I don't want all those people coming over here in my neighborhood.
Safety issue?
Yes, safety.
And can you kind of talk about, because a couple weeks ago, J.D. started one of his campaign ads with, are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? And the media went kind of wild. What do you think of that ad?
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. He is not a racist, and he loves Trump, and he got to know him like a lot of people did. And I've loved Trump since the beginning, since he came down that escalator.
And you don't mind that he kind of criticized Trump, but then reversed?
In fact, those are the best people, the ones that hated Trump in the beginning, and now they love him, and they see his policies and how much he loves his country.
And is the Republican candidates talking enough about the economy? Because obviously there's been a lot of focus on critical race theory and more cultural issues.
I think J.D. Vance is. I think he's doing a lot for that. So we need to talk more about it.
And lastly, why J.D. as opposed to Josh Mandel and these other candidates? J.D.
Vance, I think, is just more, he's more country, he's more mature, and Josh Mandel's a great guy, but I think J.D. Vance will really fit the bill. He will be the strongest candidate.
And in November, obviously the Republicans right now are looking good. Do you like the direction right now in terms of Republicans potentially taking over Congress and, maybe 2024?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We will take back the House and the Senate. Praise God.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in to Status Coup's daily live stream Monday through Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time and Fridays at 4 o'clock Eastern Time.